Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, David Peterson. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, but I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Okay, all set to go. Now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
One down, base is empty.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Clarke Schmidt. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Here's Francisco Lindor. And that one cutting but missing down low. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now it's Juan Soto, one of the best RBI guys in the game this year. Right now, second in the NL. And that one gets past the catcher. To second, but way too late, safe there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
The 1-0. Ground ball right side. Chisholm. The throw to first. They get the out on Soto. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better.
On the ground to short. Volpe throws to first in time. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that right in.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And that one fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Mets 1 and the Yankees nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Peterson back to work. Ground ball left side. Beatty to first, and they take care of Stanton for the out.
That is it. The center fielder, number 35. Cody.
1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Nimmo ranging after it. That's out number 2.
Batting 6. The first baseman.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. And first offering is fouled off. Way out front for strike 2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Yanks held in check. They're down 1-0. Back here in Queens, bottom half of inning number 2. And now the first baseman, Mark Vientos. And the pitch. Tap foul at the plate. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. It falls in, and that's a knock. And a good start to the inning.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. 7th in the National League in RBIs. Sliced hard but foul. And a pitch. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Outside low, and it's 1-2. Swings and misses, and one away.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Vientos into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. And a foul ball. Man at second.
Ball two.
That misses the zone. Now 3-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and they lead by 2.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
One gone, runner at first. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Check on the runner. First offering, runner goes up the middle. No chance at the double play, but the runner in motion.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Jose.
And now it's Jose Siri. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swing, a high fly ball hit in the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. That one back there. Going, gone. The two-run shot is 14th of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So the batting order turns over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. First pitch misses. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. 2 outs. Out to short, Volpe. To first, Lindor retired. And that is that. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Fought off foul.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Line drive. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting 9, the catcher, Ronaldo.
Now it's Ronaldo Hernandez. Hernandez getting the start at catcher. 27 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Curveball drops in there.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Smoked on the ground a second. And the Yanks go quietly. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Mets 4 and the Yankees nothing. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Juan Soto.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
That one ripped. That's back there. And it hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Here's Pete Alonso. And that is out of play. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. And that takes care of Alonso.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 1 so far. On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first. Now 2 out.
Now batting, first baseman, Mark Vientos.
Next to hit, Mark Vientos. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And the first offering is not close. There's the strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And there's a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Out to short, Volpe. Fires across the diamond. That's the third out. Mets lead one, but they're in front 4-0. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Chisholm Jr.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And that one misses up and in. At a count 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, third baseman
Pablo Reyes stands in.
Reyes.
That one to first and foul ball. To short, could be 2. Lindor toss to second. How about that double play?
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Down in order go the Yankees. They trail it here 4-0. Back now with the Subway Series. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. And strike 1 to the catcher.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a ground ball. Gets it to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis Angel.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. Singled and scored his first time. That's a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw. On the money. Nice play. Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Here's
Mets
a final
have
look
decided to
at
challenge
it.
the
They called him
previous
out,
play.
and I'm thinking it's going to stay that way.
I think you're right, and it was worthy of another look, no doubt. But after seeing these replays, I just think they're going to stay with the original call, just not seeing enough to overturn it.
Here's the decision now, and he is out. So they lose the challenge, and they won't have any more the rest of the way.
Upon video review, the umpires have upheld the call of out at first base.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Brett Beatty. Ripped to right. Judge pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They lead 4-0. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Peterson back to work. That's a strike. Line drive, base hit, right center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Goldie in the box now. No balls and a strike. Stanton, the lead runner out at second. Bellinger at first with no outs. Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. So up next, Anthony Volpe. His first at bat. That was a strikeout. Foul ball there. And that misses. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. He goes down looking.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
That one close, ruled a ball. And the count even 1-1. Bases loaded, 1 away. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Right through there, got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Hernandez stands in now and watches strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there. Love how the guy out there in the mound did not panic after loading the bases. Went right to work, got 2 quick outs.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Mets 4 and the Yankees nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Singled and scored back in the 1st. He's 1 for 2. To the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Juan Soto. Swing and high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Home run number 50 on the year. And they add a run, it's 5-zip. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
If you hit the ball that far, you know we're going to check the numbers. Let's go back to the Nerd Herd and StatCast. That was impressive.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they don't hit him much farther than that, Boog. Everything's got to come together to hit a ball like that, and he really showed us something right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Clarke Schmidt will depart, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Tim Hill.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
So 2 away with nobody on. Pete Alonso getting ready to hit. Up the middle, Chisholm. Tosses to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And that is the inning. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. And the lead is now 5-0. This is the Subway Series on the show. Back now with the Subway Series.
The second baseman.
All right, we go to the top half. Of inning number 6. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And a swing and a miss there.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's to third. Beatty zips it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now the number 2 hitter, Pablo Reyes. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Out to short. Sneaks through. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Judge at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Judge rips that one. That's back. It has the distance, gone. A soaring shot to center. His 27th home run of the season, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. That's in there. Strike 1. Stanton measures 6 feet 6 inches, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Still only 1 out here in the inning. On the ground to third. Baden. And they take care of Stanton for the out.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody.
Here comes
Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Goldie in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. And misses inside. Acuna racing over to make the catch. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's 5-2. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Just got him on that one.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vientos.
And now Mark Vientos, 1 for 2. Drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Tag. Not in time. He's safe. And they lead by 4.
Back-to-back base hits. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
1 out. Runner at second. Acuna digs in now. Swung on, belted. That one's deep. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add a pair. It's 8-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tim Hill out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Pitching change here, Luke Weaver.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 1 out, nobody on. And next for the Mets, Brett Baty. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Throws to first. Two gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Jose Siri.
Two outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. He's already homered in this game. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. Movement in the Yankees pen. Scott Efros getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Loaisiga also throwing. Two gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 6th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped up. Goldie makes the catch, inning over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 8-2. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Ryan Stanek. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Anthony Volpe now at the plate.
The shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Fastball for a strike. Pitch is in there. That is strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And down on strikes. 1 out.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Now here's Trent Grisham. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
1 out. Base is empty. And he chases that one. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That one misses in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
2-2.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some wrong.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. And it's still 8-2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Into the Big Apple, seats and gone. Wow. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 9-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. A Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Juan Soto, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone, and a count 1-2.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
This one in the air. Goldie settles under this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And it's fouled away. And that's down and away. One down, base is empty. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one is out of here. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 10-2. That's their fifth homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luke Weaver done for the afternoon, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher on now, Scott Efros.
Number 57.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swing and a ball popped up. Reyes. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman.
2 down, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. On the ground to third. And that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And now an 8-run lead at 10-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Minter.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Just off the inside edge. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss at 96, struck him out. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
The third baseman,
Pablo Reyes stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. To the right side, Acuna whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now. And Judge spoils that one. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Yankees with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mets 10 and the Yankees 2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Efros back to work. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis Angel.
So digging in, Luis Angel Acuna. Swings and chases a low one there.
No ball,
No fair
1 strike.
right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch, and that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Beatty at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to Goldie. That is the inning. So they make short work of him there. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 10 and the Yankees 2. So they turn to their closer, Edwin Diaz.
65th appearance on the mound for him this year. That's a bunch. So there's no doubt he's a guy they trust and really like turning to out of the pen.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He circles the bases. It's 10-3.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And here comes Bellinger. Diaz, multi-time All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a third-round pick back in 2012. In there for strike one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. And just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Yankees with only 1 out remaining.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Volpe in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
2 down, nobody on. And that is downstairs. 2-1. Ground ball, and this should do it. Lindor in there safely.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
0-1.
Edge of the zone, called a strike, and the count is 0-2. The Yanks down to their final strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This team secures a winning season with the W today, and regardless of what else happens the rest of the way, you know that you're a winning ball club. So a little bit of pressure off, put your foot on the gas, and just see where you can finish from this point on.
Final score here today, 10-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.